So, for my interview, I was blessed with the opportunity to ask my own cousin questions. Her name is Kaylani Liu. This is her. She's a college graduate who's currently working as a scenic painter for a company she just joined in San Francisco. Basically, what a scenic painter does is they're the ones that come in once the structural pieces are built on set and they paint the scenery to create the illusion of the world of the play. Usually this creates the environment of the piece. Her job is to make the background fit to what's happening in the play based on the information she's giving. Usually this information is given by the director or from the script. For her process to get to the point she's at now started from a really young age. She found that she had a lot of talent when it came to any kind of painting or drawing when she was only 8 years old. Kaylani found herself starting out with sketches, then onto canvases until she was finally painting onto buildings. She believes she came to love the feeling of creating such pieces from just letting her mind wander and allowing her hand to do all the moving. With practice, she was able to express her ideas into beautiful pieces of art that would eventually be displayed in her own college museum. Her skill has developed tremendously by the hours and hours she spent practicing her techniques and just creating pieces by freehand. Throughout her childhood, she grew up in a free-spirited household that supported her passion and where it could take her. There was never a moment when she felt that she couldn't follow her dreams with paintings, even if it seemed like it wouldn't take her anywhere. Because we all know art is one of the most challenging fields to go into, and it takes a lot of talent to be successful and get your pieces recognized and posted. It's something hard that most artists can't do unless they have previous experience or they have the connections. For Kaylani, she started out taking the average art courses that were provided for students from middle school and then on into high school. During her high school, she began to specialize in certain courses for advanced students with such talents like hers. For her, it was mostly about painting and drawing and taking courses that revolved around some of those skill sets. She spent most of her time creating paintings for her assignments as well as for the community around high school. From then on, she decided to major in arts at Hawaii University and then on to UC Berkeley. She spent her time out of school teaching art to young children with special needs and taught them how to create their own unique pieces. Art has definitely played a huge role in how she's viewed the world and the way she interacts in her day-to-day life. In terms of her influences, Kaylani draws from popular culture and films, and although her natural talent is for painting, she really started out with her first love with music. When she's not on sets, Kaylani likes to create her own pieces. In terms of process, she begins with the traditional pen and paper sketches, working more from experiences rather than life, although she did used to make airbrushed portraits. She also experiments with tech advancement using 3D printers and has her own digital sketchbook. Usually it's a form of augmented reality, the one where you use your iPhone and it moves across the page and 3D images pop up. She does, however, believe that there must be some kind of transformation from the digital to the real to make her work good. Although her work has a specific purpose, she also keeps part of it open-ended so that her potential audience can contribute their own insight into it. It does, however, have to feel that there can be nothing more done to improve a work of art before she even wants to share it. Her work is beautiful and it's really inspiring to look at. I remember when I was younger, she would do portraits of our family members and they would be all around our grandma's house and my aunt will have them displayed in her own house. Recently, one of my favorite sets that she's helped create is this one. It's hard to see because it's in black and white, but this is all blue and white with clouds, and then this girl right here is wearing a white and blue dress with a red purse. These buildings are light brown and dark brown with this beautiful multicolored green scenery up here. Her and two other artists worked to create this piece for a play happening in the city. They spent almost a week to make this illusion, and it completely captured the entire idea of the play. For Kehlani, she thinks of her paintings as sharing an isolated moment, keeping it alive and making it timeless. As she sees it, and I quote, "I'm always pushing forward because art is a language that people add to. If people emulate my work, then that's a positive thing. It's very complimentary. I never want to stop learning, evolving, and creating. For me, it's not about how much money I make, it's about doing what I love. I've worn many different hats, but I'd prefer to spend my lifetime doing many things opposed to the same old thing." She thinks that everyone should take the leap to follow their dreams. You can't be afraid of what could happen. You have to live your life only wanting what makes you happy. Take the first step and let life lead you from there.